you want the truth?
Yes.
Had to put him on. It wasn't a close call. At certain points, we wondered whether we would put him on. We did. We had a mock jury, and we did 2 different juries, one with him testifying, one without him testifying. It was substantially better when he testified, I mean, to a marked degree, and that sealed it. But in Wisconsin, if you don't put a client on the stand, you're going to lose, period.
What do you see as the crucial moment in the trial?
There were a lot. I mean, I think it's at the beginning, but when Attorney Binger gave his opening statement and said those things that Kyle chased Rosenbaum down, I don't know where that came from to this day. It was ridiculous. And that gave me something to really show and argue to a jury that this isn't fair. It's not a game. And I think that was huge. Corey, my co-counsel, and I stress the word co-counsel, he was not a second chair, was incredible. We fought over who got to cross-examine Gage Groskowitz. He won. And he did a better job than I would have.
This case has gotten caught up in issues of racial justice, the Second Amendment, self-defense. What does your team want this verdict to be remembered for, this case to be remembered for?
When I took this case, I was hired by the 2 first lawyers. I'm not going to use their names. They wanted to use Kyle for a cause and something that I think was inappropriate. And I don't represent causes, I represent clients. And the only thing that ended up mattering to me was whether he was found not guilty or not.
Is that what Kyle feels as well? Is that what Kyle wants, or does he?
I believe that's what he wanted. And I told him when I first met him, when he was in custody, that if he was looking for somebody to go off on a crusade, I wasn't his lawyer.
Mark, throughout the week, you said, when I caught you in between court, you said,
I never talked to you.
That you were nervous, that you didn't know what the heck was going on in that jury room. Looking back on all that time waiting, nearly 27 hours to this afternoon, can you kind of walk me through sort of those range of emotions?
I mean, I expected, we kind of picked amongst ourselves, our wives, our friends, my associates in the building. And I had Tuesday at 4:30, so I was way wrong. Nobody had it going past Thursday. And, there was talk today about whether they were going to deliberate on Saturday. I've never seen a jury, and I don't mean this as a slight to them, but they didn't have a lot of questions. We had no information that they ever fought. They were just working through the issues. And, so it was the time that made me nervous. There wasn't any information coming out.
They submitted 5 questions over that whole time. They never asked to rewatch the videos, beyond those 5 questions. Was that concerning or puzzling question, for you?
I was afraid of a compromise. I know it's been reported that we asked for lesser includeds. We objected to all lesser includeds. Kyle was questioned on lesser includeds because he has to be, but that wasn't our wish, that wasn't Kyle's wish. And we, as time went on, were afraid that there would be some horse trading in the jury room, and that's what really concerned us.
And Mark, you've been visibly frustrated with the prosecution multiple times.
No.
How would you characterize your?
I was a prosecutor. Corey was a prosecutor, and I never went after somebody like they did. And when they put on the Kandiri brothers, knowing that they were lying, that is a problem. This isn't, as I said in my closing argument, I'm not going to, it's not a game. And you're playing with an 18-year-old kid's life. And they were willing to put those guys on. Detective Howard and Detective Antaramian had both interviewed them, and in their police reports said, we know you're lying. I can't ask that question when they're on the witness stand of the detective because one witness can't comment on another. So they put them on. They knew they were lying. and that's garbage. And I'm thankful we're never going to have to litigate the issue regarding the drone video, but they kept saying we stipulated to it, we let it in. We agreed to let it in because we saw the quality we were given and the jury couldn't see anything. And then they're saying, well, his first lawyer had it because it was on Tucker Carlson. John Pierce never had that video. We've talked to Fox News. We've talked to Tucker Carlson's show. The video that was on Tucker Carlson's show started right when Rosenbaum threw the bag. It did not start with the part that they showed at the beginning. It's a huge difference. That's what they built their whole case on, with that garbage photo. And, you know, maybe you don't expect everything in a trial, ever. And that program that they used and the expert from the crime lab specifically says on the company's blog, artificial intelligence enhancements are not to be used for forensic evidence. And they did it. And our research after it, it would have been the subject of a huge motion. We don't have to do it.
And you